Welcome to the knowledge sharing series using Raspberry Pi, NodeRed and Internet of Things. Before we start actual NodeRed, we need to set up it in Raspberry Pi. So in this session, we are going to show what are the different ways by which we can set up the hardware and start NodeRed. There are actually two ways to connect the Raspberry Pi hardware and to start working with it. The first way is shown in the screen. You can connect Raspberry Pi directly to the TV using the HDMI cable, connect the appropriate power supply, keyboard, mouse, memory card and all other necessity things. So this is the easiest and the best way to start working with it. After this, you can see a desktop into your screen, and from the menu as shown in the screen, you can start the NodeRed. Remember one thing, NodeRed is by default installed in each and every operating system nowadays. Now open the browser and type the URL localhost:1880. It is nothing but an default URL for the NodeRed. If everything goes well, you can see this interface into your browser. In second method, to connect the Raspberry Pi with the laptop and desktop, we are connecting Raspberry Pi and laptop with the Wi-Fi router or the mobile hotspot, and we are getting an IP address of the Raspberry Pi. At the same time, friends, you need to download one software called PuTTY onto your laptop. How to work with that? We'll see that. Once the setup is ready, let's start the PuTTY and execute the command using SSH. Here we are using the IP address which is found on the Wi-Fi router, and that is nothing but the IP address of your Raspberry Pi hardware. The command SSH will send the request to your Raspberry Pi hardware to connect using an PuTTY. So here it may ask you for the password if it is a first time connection. At the same time, you are supposed to provide the Raspberry Pi password, whatever you have set, or if you have not set, then go with the default password. And here remember friends, I have used the Pi, that is the PI a username. So that is again the default username. If you have changed the username, must provide the command called SSH space username @IP address. Using the command NodeRed start, you can start the NodeRed application into your Raspberry Pi. Now within few seconds or minutes, you can see some of the information available into your screen that will show you how to use the NodeRed into the browser. So friends, specially remember the IP address and the port number by which you can easily access the NodeRed from the browser. Here for our system, it is 192.168.43.66 is the IP address of my Raspberry Pi, and the port number is 1880. Now if I specify this URL into any of the browser to the computer or laptop which are connected into the same network, then it will give me the GUI of NodeRed, which is shown in the screen. I hope this session has given you a clear idea about how to start NodeRed onto the Raspberry Pi in different ways. Kindly subscribe the channel to get the regular updates on knowledge series. Thank you.